Hey, this is Andrew with Colorado's Reliable Electric. I am going to show you how to winterize the system. In this situation, it's if you've got a cabin you don't use for the winter and you don't plan to be there, you don't have an automatic generator, and you've got your batteries in an area where it can get below freezing. Um, the first step when decommissioning your inverter system is you're going to want to turn off all your load breakers. If you do have a 5 kilowatt and you do not have breakers, it might be a little different. You just have to cut off your main house breaker in your breaker panel. So you make sure all your loads are off. Next, we're going to turn off our inverter button. Some inverter buttons are on the side. Most are out in front. The inverter is now off. Next, we're going to turn off our solar. So now our solar is now off. Our inverter says off. And we will turn off the battery breaker next. And now the inverter screen should disappear within about, I say 10 to 20 seconds. And that's when you know you will have a system that is out. And now we are dark. One last thing to make this system safe to work on is to come over to your Pytes battery or any other battery. You should have a breaker on your battery where you turn these off. And now your system is ready to be worked on. It is always advisable to put a meter on your battery to verify. You can always pick up a cheap meter at Harbor Freight or Home Depot. But this system is safe. You can trust our video. Plus DC, you can touch terminals and they're not going to hurt you. So next, we connect our CAN from our inverter. Disconnect that. We'll disconnect this. And these are going from port 1 to port 0, port 1 to port 0. And then you're going to want to disconnect your grounds. So that one's disconnected. Make sure you save your hardware. Maybe grab a Ziploc baggie to house it all in. We'll put that all in a pile for now. These will come open with a tab on the side. Then next, you want to disconnect your positive cable. And that can stay. These cables will stay with your system. And if you're strong enough, these are each 100 pounds each. Feel free to lift them all up and put them in your car. No, just kidding. But to isolate these from each other, all you got to do is take your screws out here. Now I'll go over, these are torqued to about 30 inch-pounds, so just snug. When you reconnect them, you do not want to torque these. It creates heat and creates uneven energy displacement. Disconnect that. Got one more screw here. All right, so now that those are all off, these bars come off, your negatives, your positives. And now your battery system's ready to be taken out. On here, we do have a couple clamps on both sides. We'll just unhook that. Unhook the other side. And you can come to the front. Now, just make sure this is your master. If you get mixed up, just look at the dip switches. If these get bumped, it doesn't matter as long as the master has all their dips, the 1 and the 5 for Sol-Ark, all the rest are off. And then from there, your battery is ready to be moved and you can carry it and take it away. So as far as reassembly, you're going to just want to reverse the order, put your batteries on. It does help to have a second pair of hands because these are heavy. And again, you'll just reverse order. You're going to put your bars on. You're going to plug in your cables. To turn it on, you turn on all your switches. And then you hold this button. for about 2 seconds, and then you'll see this come up. If the cables were in, you would see this one illuminate and this one illuminate. Once all three have illuminated and done their startup cycle, and your battery cables have been already reconnected before the step, just a reminder, you want everything connected up before you turn on. You come over here, turn on your breaker, turn on your solar. Give it about 2 minutes to fire itself up. You'll hear the fans go, you'll hear it turn on, and then we can turn on all of our breakers. And now you're ready for your summer stay in your cabin. So that's how you disconnect and reconnect your inverter system to winterize it.